Good afternoon, traders. Welcome to the new summary of the day video. I was absent for a while, just due to the birthday holiday. I was out for a few days. I thought that yesterday I can be with you. I just shared my zones, but it was really hard to come back after a few really nice days, and I was busy with other things. And today I started with loss, but nothing bad. It was only the proof that we still have risky setups. Not only always everything will go as we expected. Let's start, guys, with the with markups, which I shared today before the Frankfurt. I have still above on the top of this range the older levels. I didn't delete this because I noticed that the older, almost forgotten levels can be still important, as when we can move a lot of candles on M1, then there can still be something missing. So I decided to hold the older levels, especially when these are not so used or still fresh, because maybe in 2 weeks price will go up, for example, of course, and we will be asking ourselves why the hell the reaction was, for example, here. There's the daily pork and also the big imbalance. Who knows? Yes, I decided to have this. Of course, the zones I prefer to draw only close to the current price action, but the levels are will be useful. So I still have the big supply, which were created on the first day. Not Thursday, it was Friday. Sorry, it just was hanging below the Thursday POC, and then it was all Friday price was melting down, and my decision was based on this huge leg out when the Frankfurt opened. Yes, just want to be sure. Yes, it was the Frankfurt candle. So small range during the Asian, and then boom, very strong, intensive move, which told me that the sellers were very active. It was very strong to put the price so deep, and I marked here the supply. Price already reacted here. It was on of 13th. No, 11th. 11th was Monday. Yes, with a small imbalance pool, as you can see. Yes, from this week to this range, it was small imbalance pool. So not always the markups are perfect. Today also I will show you how I missed the Frankfurt sell, because could be a good catch. Then I decided to buy. So supply is explained, and here I drew the demand with the MP, which means that this is based on the market profile tool, and also without the background. I like to have separated colors from candlestick zone and then also from the market profile. Here I just found that at the bottom, at the end of Friday, not the end of sorry, this middle of New York session Friday. Yes, it was 16 p.m. here, 4 p.m. and a lot of volume was here. After such a huge move down, there was the break of structure, as this last supply was broken. So we also see here a lot of volume. So I decided to mark here the zone. It reacted nicely here missed. Yes, could be the kind of retail traders broken line, broken trend line. I just found that here maybe can something happen. Usually the main zones which I'm marking are correct. I'm just missing the smaller things like M15, M30, sometimes M5. Yes, I'm missing some setups, but if I am not sure, it's better, of course, to miss the trade, not to take everything you see on the chart. I also marked Asian high and Asian low as usually, and I marked the weekly POC. As you can see, it is like here. Yeah, maybe bit higher. Never mind, this is just the key level. Yes, the price can bounce like few pips ups and down, and we just need to find a decreasing volume and correct pattern around the key level if you want to take the more risky trade. So it was my weekly point of control. I found that prices like filling the imbalance after this bullish move, as we can see. I can see. I hope you can also. Oh, this is what I mean. Right, so I just want to remove the market profile. I prefer to use it just at the beginning to have less mess on my chart. And what I had also here below the M30 imbalance, like 19 on the ask side, which was perfectly filled. I expected some move to the down to the demand. Even if this is broken zone, yes, this is based on the market profile. I don't trust so much broken zones from the candlestick chart, but from market profile, this could be still the liquidity grab, the deeper one, very deep one. So that's why my focus was still same. So let's go to the M1, the most interesting time frame for us. Okay, yeah. I like very much this description. Yes, we can set this on properties, show object descriptions, because anyway, how I'm moving the chart, I still see the information about what line this is. It's not working when you have activated the market profile tool, because market profile tool is also made by objects. There's a lot of lines, and it's just automatically this is turned off. I don't know why, but it's working perfectly without the market profile tool. So yeah, before the Frankfurt there was a compression, slowly compression. I expected push to the up, but honestly a bit higher to the weekly point of control. You can see that it was just few pips of difference, and there were also news. Let's see this news. Just exactly with the Frankfurt Open, there were red folders news about CPI and some not so important maybe, but take a look, guys. It was positive for currency. It was better than expected. So with normal thinking, it should be, if something is good for currency, it could be going up, but it melted down. Yes, that's why I'm not so trading with fundamentals. I'm not watching the news, the results of the news. I'm just watching the time of the news. I don't care if this is positive or negative for currency pair, but I need to always see the time. Yes, to be aware of trading before and exactly after. Maybe after some times, yes, as a big risk, more riskier trades, but definitely not before. And this is the perfect example of complete compression. Yes, I wasn't sure if I want to take this, because in this market, exactly this one, it was below the weekly POC, and I was afraid that the price can reject from these two imbalances and still go higher for a sell to see the reaction on demand. But then I found on another chart, just to clarify, I'm not using VWAP and my decisions are not based on this. I'm just watching this and maybe giving the fourth try, because 3 times I tried, I was usually very disappointed and confused how to use this. Sometimes it was working perfectly with my view and some stories in my mind, and then it was giving any signals for me. So it's really hard to choose how to use this VWAP. Yes, if price is below, if looking only for sales because we are the sellers are taking control in the market, or if are far below the VWAP, if looking for a buys because maybe price want to come back. I don't like to choose between setups, between the overall BS. And if someone like to use the VWAP, yeah, great. I'm just only watching this right now. So if not my weekly point of control, I would see that the target could be this time, this day, the weekly VWAP. This is the weekly one, and also here on the right side I have the weekly volume profile. And here also between the VWAP is a nice looking imbalance pool. Yes, from this week to this week. This could be the target. Yes, if someone was buying early morning before Frankfurt, or if someone want to be looking for a sell. But anyway, it was just a touch from lower edge of this imbalance pool. I prefer the bigger invasion, deeper invaders. Sorry for words. And yeah, maybe aggressive traders could be looking for this. Like it was like exactly here, yes, just wicked and turned back. It was for me hard to see if this is exactly the move which could be safe. But it reacted. Somehow it reacted, and this time the VWAP worked perfectly. Rejection from VWAP as a sign to sell maybe. I like to see deeper pattern, and this is making me more confident. Okay, so more and more what happened later. Very strong sellers. Yes, we can see only the sell pressure. Here was something interesting, maybe, yes, because the bearish imbalance was broken, but it was not in the zone. It was above. Price created the equal lows, perfectly rejected from the here the bullish imbalance 0 to the 19, but it was above the zone. Yes, taking trades above the zone is very risky. Even if this is the key level, volume decreased, you could be looking for entry, but please take in mind that it was just 2 pips above the zone, so more than likely price could feel this. Yes, especially if it was from the higher time frame, something important. Yes, it was on the Friday. Here in this area appeared huge push to the upside. So I noticed that if this is risky, then price created perfect equal lows. It changed the imbalance level to the support above the zone. So it happened this move just before the 7 minutes before the London opening time. I jumped into the trade because the bearish imbalance was broken. So let's move to the footprint chart. It was here. Yeah, my candle 7 minutes before opening of London, and huge imbalance which was broken. Yes, so everything was as I wanted to see. The equal lows as a support, potential liquidity grab, and break of bearish imbalance. For me it was enough invitation to take a trade, because maybe 95% of my trades are exactly like this one. I was impatient. I entered when the price came back below the imbalance. It was just a rejection. Yeah, as I said, it's also on the guide section. It is. I called this risky as months ago, and I took the risk. So I wasn't pissed off by myself. Yeah, just mistake, and we need to accept the risk. And then price made deeper invader, and it was like breaking the zone, yes, which I drew. But take a look on these numbers here on this this one candle. Huge, amazing, huge volume, yes, with negative delta. So what could this mean? That many sellers joined the market and the price could go deeper. But what happened? This is the range. Yes, and the ranging market after so sell on the bid activity, we can say, yes, on the bid side, should potentially push the price lower. So if not, this can be the absorption. And we love absorptions. We can live see what is going on. So usually I like to see the sell orders on the left side of the candle, but if price is waiting, it can mean probably the activation of or filling of the buy limit orders, which were maybe here below the zone before the Friday, were placed even bigger buy orders, yes, after the price action. I mean here, yes, here was the Friday move, and maybe something was still filled here, and after these two rejections from a trend line, maybe there were even more buy orders left by algos or big guys. Who knows? Yes, this is how I see this, and this is how I'm reading the what I see. So maybe this is not the truth. Maybe this is only bullshit or something like this. But I love always to explain everything what I see on the chart. Yes, every move, because it makes me easier to expect the moves in the future. For me, this is logic. Yes, so huge rejection from nowhere could leave really the big idea from big guys that haha, next time we will buy even lower. Yes, as a low of the day or something like this. So this is how I found this. So when price were going back and make a first high, broke this area. For me, it was idea that, yeah, like explanation or confirmation of the view that this was activation of the orders, as also we can see in these clusters. Okay, what price did here? If someone is using different reading of imbalances, not only zeros, here was the nice one. 60-1. So I was thinking about joining the market here. Let's check how it looks like with our tool. It is this one, and yeah, you can see here is the true liquidity grab, the last one, which filled the orders probably after Friday, and price broke it. Here could be another entry, or the early entry, earlier than mine. Yes, because I joined here, but I will explain this in a few minutes. So if you expect some move, here's also the support, and it was broken. If you believe on what you want to see, why not to join the market? As I did here, it was here. Yes, it was a mistake, but I believed on what I see. Equal lows with liquidity grab before the opening of session. Here could be also. It all depends how you mark your imbalances. I love to see zeros, only sometimes I use with different numbers. But here was 60-1, not here. Not this one. I just don't know why it is not on the footprint, but here I see definitely 60-1 at 10, 6 past 10. Yes, it's the same candle. I don't think. Sorry guys, just the imbalance tool is not working always as I want to see. I don't know why it is not showing just showing 23-93 as this one here. Maybe it's just because my settings here. I don't want to make mess. Anyways, it is always good to, of course, mark from this. The imbalance tool is made by Dennis in our request, as especially made for us. But sometimes it makes repaints or it shows some delays. Sometimes after refreshing the time frame or changing the markups disappearing. And also, yeah, same Dennis is. I asked him about the footprint backtester, and Scott answered me that yeah, Dennis live near Kyiv or in Kyiv in Ukraine, so I was 100% sure that he's a Russian guy, and maybe the answer is the war, that as some actions are very close to his city. to his place, as yeah, he just cannot be in front of computer programming for me, coding for me. So I apologize if something sounds worse in my announcement channel, but yeah, this makes sense why he's absent and not answering my emails. So I feel stupid now that I sent him, oh damn, a lot, 5, 8, or even maybe 10 emails. So yeah, not good. I didn't know that he is from Ukraine. Never mind. It was about the imbalance tool. Please use as a confirmation the main one, yes, the footprint. When I see the dot is appearing here by the imbalance tool, I'm more focused than on the footprint. I always have footprint active, yes, on the second window. Sometimes I'm reading some articles on this window, but when I see on the main chart the dot, I'm focused on this. So please mark, here could be the another entry, yeah, possibility. If someone used this like this one, also confirmations, right? 10 to the 60, 93 to 20, all bearish imbalances were broken. Yes, so could be exactly here. I joined the market few pips later. Right. It was my point of interest. If I lost for the first time, I just believe that this is something important. Yes, at first they held the price, and then definitely it was the break of this imbalance. It was a huge one. Imbalance like 62 on the bid side is a very, very big one, because I love to take a focus on between 15 to 20, maybe something like this, as the lowest, as the most often ones, and something like 60 is huge. So if sellers couldn't hold the price as a sign of break of demand, as no interest from buyers, but it was broken, I am focused on this box then. Here was also something, yes, buyer's imbalance, which could give the information how big pressure the buyers have to break this area from sellers. They want to show the pressure, or they want to buy. This is little story in this period of time, which makes sense for me. Just reading, trying to understand. If bearish imbalance were broken here, some big buyers imbalance appeared below the previous bigger imbalance, the bearish one. I see here logic story, how the buyers step by step, price level by price level, tried to take control on the market. And then boom, yes, they broke. They were still inside the demand zone from Friday, and they just calmed down in this move, in this retest. Let's take a look on here. The first idea of my entry was here. If I would do this, I would be kicked out just by a spread or by 0.1 pip. Yes, here was very low volume, very nice one, but I was afraid about this bullish imbalance. Let's make even different color. Yes, so here would be definitely my entry if price would decrease the volume here. So why I decided to choose here this one? Because I was reading the candles. Here, when price first really reacted with that bearish imbalance as this violet or purple line, I see here bearish big clusters. Yes, 36, 49, 39. This could mean that rejection, yes, the seller's pressure, but price is making a high. So how I read this? That maybe these are the buy stop orders. Yes, because price didn't react on what we see. Big sell orders potentially, but price is going up. So my another answer is buy stop orders. And then I found big cluster here. If someone would read horizontally, diagonally, the imbalances here is also 0 to the 19. Also 19 to the 3 is also big imbalance. Yes, so for me it all was a buyer pressure area to break this purple main imbalance which was made before London. And when I see really touching this, rejecting and lower volume, for me 84 is almost 8 times lower, like the candle which left this imbalance. And I decided to enter. I'm very happy that Greg, as a new member, also entered the market exactly like me. And then it was just managing and playing with the view. What I mean by playing with managing, this is the thing I mentioned on the, I forgot which day, which so I just need to check this when I was talking about this at 11th, so it was Monday. So at first, please try to be focused on the entries. Do not be greedy, like you are here 1 week or 2 weeks or a month maybe, and I want to catch only 1 to the 8 trades, or 1 to the 5, 1 to the 7. Really check only the entries, and if you can catch 1 to the 3, it's a really good result, because usually the 1 to the 3 you can catch after 15 minutes, maybe 25 minutes. Before joining this group, your 1 to the 3 was taking probably 6 hours if your TP was hit. So don't be greedy, the bigger rewards will come. The first focus only on entry, then on TPs, when you can be a master on these entries. TPs is the secondary thing. So my playing about managing, it was exactly here. It was risking my profits, but I was already set. After this loss, after the first loss, my minus was already back. If something bad wanted to happen, sorry. So here is created the fresh demand on the way. Yes, so I moved my stop loss from 3 pips to just below this one. So if price wanted to make such a pullback, the maximum acceptable level for me is here. Yes, it should be obvious that when the last demand is broken, maybe this is like a compression or rechange of structure to break this main demand. So no need to hold, especially if I would see the heavy sellers, big pressure just above the demand. It's dangerous, especially that on high time frame it is still it could be still the bearish B as a trend. I'm not looking on trends, but if I see here low, high, lower low, lower high, it could be dangerous. Yes, if this is broken, maybe price want to make another lower low. So no need to give back the money to the market. So when I was set here already in profits, my main focus was on this imbalance. And when you are buying and you see the bearish big imbalance, you need to decide what this can mean. Yes, because if bearish imbalance won't hold the price, it only can confirm that with high chances the sellers still have something to say, that they are taking maybe in short-term control. Who could know? Yes, it is very risky. But if the bearish imbalance is broken, you can still be, I'm in the good side of the market. Yes, sellers tried, but they lost. So these 3 candles below the imbalance was almost my decision to close. But secondly, I was still in profits and risk-free trade, because it was still above the demand. Price didn't touch this one. Maybe risky decision, but I called this as a playing with managing, just to check what can happen. So when the 4th candle shot to the up, it was the yeah, I'm on the good side. So it was the reason why I was holding this so longer than Greg. Greg probably closed somewhere here, because it is like Jeffrey also called this, something is maybe cooking when we see the small range. But then was the very good move. I was at first aiming for the Asian high. But then I noticed these two imbalances. Yes, it is safe to trade from imbalance to imbalance, and he was also, I found this as a last push to the up. Yes, buy for a sell. So my zone was like this one. Yes, zone of interest to see the reversal. It happened, very good. So setting the TP is like setting these on the areas when you potentially will be looking for opposite trade. So if I was seeing this as a compression, complete compression with the push, it means the sellers took control. So maybe on the next time in future, if he could be really a big supply or something like this, I would be looking for a sell. So why to hold my buy? Of course, we can manage this. We can watch the price. If the volume decreased or intensive sellers are appeared, you can see this on the footprint as absorption. Yes, then we can decide. But this is harder. Yes, we can still give some profits back. I prefer to set the TP as on safe places, not so greedy. It was 27 pips. Yes, here I tried here on the down. Yeah, exactly here. I tried to get 1 to the 10 as a 30 pips, but I took the 27, just 3 less on the second try. No need to try to predict what if this compression want to be broken. It was very big move, but it was the beginning of huge sell. So why to predict the break of this? This is very hard, really very, very hard. Do not be too greedy. Yes, I think that even the 1 to the 9 is enormous result. Yeah, and that's it about my trades, my view. Do not be scared, guys, about this footprint. The main thing I'm looking for is I'm switching to the footprint when I see that the price is inside the zone or close to the key level to make my decision what I want to do, if I want to looking for a buy or sell. So then I'm focused. I'm marking imbalances, as for example here, which appeared on the inside the zone. Yes, because I thought that this is a liquidity grab and I want to buy, aggressively buy. So this is same candles like that, but with data inside on each price level. Then the second thing I am focused is if big clusters are not moving the price, there's no difference in the change of price. Yes, so this can be the absorption, especially if so huge finished auction is here. Yes, there's 0 on the bottom. These are not scary columns. These are just candles. Yes, with data we can see not the smart money imbalances, like imbalance pools, as I marked, for example, here on the M15, but we can see exact price levels confirmed by live data. So all you need to do is to mark the imbalance and to watch if these are broken or if, for example, from lower from the downside the volume is decreasing, as the sellers can hold the price for a further sell, but I would not sell inside the demand, of course. It's very risky. Yes, I'm just talking about this because a lot of time I still become messages about how hard these footprint charts are to read. I'm always telling how I'm doing this. Really, if price is inside the zone, I'm just switching to the footprint and marking the lines with zeros, usually with zeros. I prefer just like this, and yeah, I'm very picky. I'm not taking every single imbalance. If price is some different or other, like no man's land, the imbalances are risky. Yes, I prefer only the beginning of the move. I just tested this dozens times, if not hundreds, and yeah, sorry if my explanations are not the best one which we expected about the footprint, but I prefer simplicity. I know what I'm looking for. I share this on the course. I don't need to learn what each cluster mean, and if this is how to find the holy grail. It's not impossible. It's not possible, and I am looking for simple things and just feel a lot of confidence because I'm doing this for a long time and watching the pattern from the guide channel. That's the simple few things. Then just comes the confidence. And sorry if I'm always talking about money, but for me, if someone is afraid to take a trade, it means that he's risking too much money. Because if this would be only the lowest possible lot size, like 0.01, maybe you will take more trades. Yeah, so this we cannot see only the profits. Yeah, I want to risk 100 euros because maybe my profit will be 500 in this day. We need to focus only on the losses. How much I can afford to risk, because the risk is just 3 pips. It's like today, I lost 500 or 600 with taxes in 2 minutes. Yes, I knew that I need to accept this. Yes, before entering the trade. That 2 minutes I lost a lot of money. I believe that a lot of us in the group trade with too big 1%. Yes, this need to be very acceptable. Really to catch the trades, to try. Okay guys, I'm talking too much. Thank you for watching this video. I hope that the trades I took are understandable. The first loss and the second win. And see you guys when? Maybe tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow I will share the charts. But also I will be back in trading on Tuesday, and on Friday we have another small group webinar. And of course, as always, I will record this and upload to the member zone. Thank you guys, and trade safely.